Specific question about Turkey. What we need to do with it? What is your assessment or perspective?
Yeah.
This is special case, I call them.
Yeah. Turkey is really owning different layers. It's the former colonial power of the region of the Near Middle East, Ottoman Empire. It is a country which is owning the Treaty of Montreux regarding disarmament in the Black Sea. This country fought for centuries against UK and Russia for the ownership of the Black Sea and the Crimea. So in the moment, Erdogan is in between. He is supporting Ukraine, but he is also offering Putin a framework for negotiations. And this is like a chameleon, a very shiny or a very difficult position. And we Europeans are responsible for that. In 2004, when we opened the European Union for Cyprus, for Bulgaria and Romania for political reasons, those three countries were much more corrupt and inept for a European Union membership than Turkey. And all knew that. But at that time, the arguments in the European Union were, okay, the European Union is a Christian organization and it's an agricultural organization. Turkey is not, in the vast majority, not Christian, and it's a very agricultural country. They will disturb our agricultural market. So they got worked from Angela Merkel, a proposal, a privileged partnership. But this was lip service. It didn't help. And since 2004, Turkey changed from a more or less benign power oriented to the West to a very split power. Half of the population wants to go to the European Union. The other one would others. Then Turkey has received, still has, nearly 3 million refugees from Syria and a huge number of refugees from Afghanistan and so on. So they keep them, and it's a pound, it's a weight to influence Europe, to press Europe for better conditions. So far, they don't have done this, but they have already received 12 billion euros to mitigate their costs regarding the refugees. So what should we do? First of all, we have to resolve the challenges with Cyprus, northern Cyprus, occupied by Turkey, Turkey and Greece. Because if this deadlock is overcome, then European Union and NATO could cooperate better. There is a Berlin Plus agreement where the European Union can completely use the military acquis and military capabilities of NATO, led by the Deputy of Secure, a British or a German four-star general. If we achieve that, then we have a lot of solutions for the future and also for our own deterrence. But this is not the case. And therefore, we should look for 28 plus. If Erdogan behaves like a Democrat, he will not strive for the presidency in 28. So we have to look for the moderate forces, and we have to be benign to the Turkish people, that they see it's an advantage to cooperate with Europe, with the European Union, with economy, anything else. What we should do is a tit for tat with Turkey. We give you leeway in armament support, but then you stop pressing Israel and you stop supporting Hamas, and you withdraw to support terrorist organizations. I know this is very difficult, and the whole officers' corps and police corps is completely exchanged. The leading figures are completely oriented to Erdogan, but we have to do some incentives. If not, then Turkey will orient itself to the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, could become member of BRICS, and would then be a hamper stone and not a brick in the wall of NATO.